It's amazing how much of our life depends on cables. Yes, cables. They carry electricity, they allow us to communicate, and they hold all sorts of things off the ground. When emergency services or the army are going somewhere new, lots of cables go with them. And in the future, this might go with them too.
Whatever your industry, if you don't hang things up quickly and safely, accidents can happen. So you end up getting stuff up off the ground in all sorts of imaginative ways. But unfortunately, most of them are pretty inadequate. So I invented the cable koala, a hanging belt for elevating cables and other things up off the ground. Wrap the strap around any tall pole and lift it to the height you need using the ratchet to tighten it. Then simply clip the cable through an anchor point and move on to the next span. Each anchor point holds up to 5 cables with 6 anchor points. That's 30 cables, and I haven't even damaged the tree. In fact, the cable koala's so quick, the only thing that ends up hanging around are your cables.
Please welcome from Wollongong, Graham Gillam. Graham?
How you going?
Yeah, good. Thanks for coming. And you thought of this, obviously, when you were in the army, and when the army moves, they wherever they go, they take a lot of stuff, right?
Absolutely.
That need cables to, get out of the way of people tripping over them or cars driving over them and all that stuff?
That's right. Get them above the ground so trucks can get under.
Well, wherever I go, I take a hammock, so show us how it works.
Certainly.
All right.
We have a belt system with the ratchet attached.
Yeah.
And attached to the belt, we have some anchor points.
Right.
We simply slide it up a pole.
Or tree.
Or tree.
Yeah.
Whether it be round or square.
Not many square trees around, but poles, yeah.
But a lot of square poles, as you can see.
Yeah.
And then we start ratcheting it up to a tension point.
Yeah.
Once we get it, we set our anchor points in place.
Yeah.
Then we get it nice and tight.
On the pole or tree.
On the pole or tree.
Yeah. Be it round or square.
Once it's locked in,
yeah,
you lock it off.
Yeah.
And in this case...
For the hammock?
Yes, all types of hardware, all interconnectable hardware,
right.
Turnbuckles, etc.
Turnbuckles. Square or round turnbuckles?
Square or round turnbuckles.
Right, now, this will now hold me. Will it?
I hope so.
I hope so more. Here we go. Good. Oh, this is nice. I'm free. Suddenly I'm the most relaxed man in the world. Here we are, just floating free. And then we're there.
That's it.
Fantastic. It helped me out. Come across and...
Cable koala.
The cable koala. What? How much will a cable koala cost? More than a normal koala?
How much depends which country you're in, I suppose.
Yeah, that's how much are you selling for?
At the present time, I've worked it out roughly about $120.
Yeah, and they could be used, obviously, for the army, but outdoor events, concerts, that sort of stuff.
Yes, that's correct.
Vina?
It obviously looks really simple, and I'm sure there's a lot of thought that's gone into it, but I'm just really concerned that, how you might be able to protect the intellectual property. Could it be easily copied?
No, I don't think so. Well, I'd like to think not.
You're a trusting man.
Absolutely. But like I've a patent on it, and in conjunction with the ratchet, the strap and the anchor points, that is what makes the cable koala sit in the tree.
Right.
Okay, James?
And some of those cables can be very heavy. I mean, how often do you have to tighten it over time to prevent it coming loose?
Well, that is a good point. They are a maintainable item. Like any good tool, needs to be oiled, looked after, and regularly checked.
And is there a way that you can